What's the stupidest thing you ever seen a religious person call satanic? My mom was terrified I'd accidentally summon a demon playing Yu-Gi-Oh! A microscope. An acquaintance of mine called a microscope a gift from the devil because it makes people question the divine plan. Masters of the Universe. It was back in the 80s. My crazy, over-the-top, religious aunt said, "It's satanic. There is only one master of the universe and it's God." 6 Yomi rolled my eyes so hard, I'm sure you could hear the noise it made. Rocks. I'm a rock hound, and collect rocks, gems, and stones. The link between crystals and spirituality has gotten me called a devil worshipper for liking rocks. I don't even use them spiritually, I just like shiny shit. 1. Coca-Cola because the red supposedly represented the devil. 2. A deck of playing cards. A friend's wife once got into some religious thing where anything of beauty was satanic. Flowers, scenery, anything beautiful. Satan was luring you with its beauty. My dad wouldn't let me watch anything that had magic or monsters because he thought it would let demons into the house. This included Power Rangers, Ben 10, H20 Just Add Water, Harry Potter, Scooby-Doo, and more. The most ridiculous one was not letting me watch Jessie on Disney Channel. This had no magic or monsters, but he thought that the pet lizard one of the characters had represented the snake that deceived Eve into eating the apple. Once I had a classmate and she had a cartilage piercing. We had an assembly and this group of people with puppets came and told the story of Easter. At the end we were walking out and one of the people from the group walked over to my classmate and said, "What is that thing on your ear?" She said it's a cartilage piercing, and the person from the group walked over to where the group was packing their stuff and said she has definitely got to have worshipped the devil. That disgusting ear piercing she's got. I knew this Christian lady that refused to eat deviled eggs. Edit. My wife said her cousins weren't allowed to eat candy on Halloween when they were kids because their mom didn't want to celebrate the devil's birthday. Decorative owls, owl-themed home decor. Back in the 90s my family had a home PC. We didn't have much, so this computer was a big deal to my brothers and I. For schoolwork and some good old-fashioned DOS games. My dad managed to figure out how to get a screensaver with sound onto the computer, was quite proud of himself too. He failed to mention this screensaver to my mother, who is very religious. So one day I am sitting in high school and get called to the principal's office mid-second period. Now I am a darn near straight A student, who didn't get in trouble ever. So this isn't something that has ever happened to me. I get to the office, and I was told my mother called and was very distraught and I needed to head home to be with her. I hear the secretary telling another office staff that she was losing her mind, and a few variations to that effect. I rush home to find the pastor from church, performing an exorcism on our computer. My mother praying fervently through gasping sobs. The pastor and my mother prayed for some time, before my dad came home. My dad gets home mad he was called home, then he just starts laughing hysterically. Calls my mom a few variations of dumb, goes and wiggles the mouse to bring the computer up and plays the Darth Vader screensaver he added to the computer. Give in to your anger. With each passing moment you make yourself more my servant. I find your lack of faith disturbing. You underestimate the power of the dark side. If you will not fight, then you will meet your destiny. You know all the come to the dark side quotes. With a picture of Darth Vader's face. Of course my mother couldn't get the computer to do it again because she kept messing with it, and it never went back to sleep mode. So of course her first thought was we had a evil satanic computer possessed by the devil himself. The pastor just quietly snuck out with me during my dad's laughing and my mom's sobs. Editing to add, holy crap, this blew up, I can't believe this story about my mom was what did it. Thank you kind souls for all the awards. Love. I will answer a couple questions here. Asterisk yes, my parents are still together. My mother is hard to handle at times, and so is he while drinking. He has learned to just say yes dear a lot, and try to defuse situations. Asterisk I'm not sure it matters, but I am a woman. So many of you thought I was a guy. Asterisk no, the pastor wasn't there for sexy times before the hysteria started. He was called just like I was from school. Asterisk I honestly don't know if the pastor believed her, he never saw or heard Darth Vader. They would touch or move the mouse enough to not allow it to sleep. I do know, she fully believed it, so he did what he could to help ease her hysteria. Asterisk I also to this day don't know if my mom saw the screen saved and heard it or if she just heard it. I always assumed she was busy elsewhere and only heard it. Asterisk to those talking about mental illness, nothing has ever been diagnosed, but no diagnosis has ever been sought after either. Without a shred of sarcasm, I once heard an evangelical describe hot Cheetos as a product of the devil. An energy drink. Edit, yes, I was talking about Monster. Tampons. I'm not joking or lying. When I was a kid, early 90s, there was a God botherer protesting outside a Superdrug, UK pharmacy chain, screaming about the satanism of feminine hygiene products corrupting women into sin. This God botherer was a woman. My wife's mother pulled her out of the Care Bears movie when she was a kid because the bears were casting satanic spells out of their stomachs. My wife still holds a grudge. What are the unspoken rules of sex? If they make funny moans during sex, don't make a comment about it. Odds are they're totally in the moment and trusting you the most at that time. If you're having a nice dinner before a night of romance, skip the asparagus. If you think asparagus pea doesn't smell good, just wait until you go down on someone after they had asparagus with dinner. You've been warned. Smiley face. Team up for clean up. I don't know about an unspoken rule, but sensual touch is underrated. I feel like men don't get enough of it or experience it often. Before you get busy, take time to feel his skin on yours. Stroke his back in gentle circles, from shoulders to buttocks. Run your fingers through his hair. Especially for people with anxiety, this keeps them in the moment. Get good at slow, sensual kisses. That goes for both partners. Say something if you nut inside of them. Have fun. It's sex. It's not a "are you worth existing" test. Relax, go crazy, be an animal. Enjoy yourselves. Removed. Campsite rule: leave your partner in as good, or better, emotional condition as you found them. Sex is about both sides having fun, not just one side. Even if the other person didn't ask about your STD history, if you have something, say something. It's literally all about communication. Wash your dick. Make noise. It's more fun if I know you're having fun. Piss afterwards. Do not just sleep. Don't wipe your dick in the curtains. Which movie would have been way better if it had a sex scene? Thundergun Express 4, Maximum Cool. The man doesn't even hang dong, and also I didn't get the plot. Deleted. Toy Story, sex toys were totally underutilized in that movie. Cast Away. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Zoot, in the Castle. Spy Kids, and no, not because of the kids. Antonio Banderas and Carla Gugino probably have sex that would make gods jealous. The Mask, 1994. Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me. Redditors that keep pointing out sex scenes that occurred in the movie, they were only implied or after the act. Good luck with your implied sex life. Cars, would answer some questions. This threads made me realize Disney has a whole new market they could tap into. A Quiet Place, I want to see them having sex while consciously avoiding clapping sounds. Jurassic Park. This is one of the weirdest threads I have seen. The Incredibles.